Hello, this is Jake Danzig with Pinball Investments. Today I'm making a video on the Mini Baseball. It's a unique upright game made by the Chicago Coin Gaming Company back in 1972. It's a electromechanical game, but it does have a solid state sound card for when you hit a home run. It'll give the sound of a crowd cheering. That is actually operator adjustable to where you can get that sound with any base hit, but we got it set to where it's just when you hit home runs. Now there is also a bell, and anytime you get a point or a run, the bell will ding, but if you hit specifically one of the two home runs, then you'll hear the audio card producing the crowd cheering sound. So since we got the camera up on a tripod right now, first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and show some gameplay. It is set on free play right now. Normally you would put a coin in here, but all I got to do is hit the credit button. The game resets, the ball drops. There's a lever here, which you can hold it back with varying degrees of tension. There's a single. Got an out. 2 outs, that's no good. Another single. Now the game will be over if you get either 3 outs or if you score 100 points. If you do, this number 1 will light up. There's a light behind there, and then that would be game over. Also, no matter how many outs you have, either 1 or 2, if you hit right in the center, you'll score a double, that's 2 runs, and it'll cancel one of your outs. Well, there's 1 run. Oh! Let's try again, see if I can get the audio card to make some noise here. Nope. There we go. Now you see that little green light there? If you get that one, and then you get another home run over here, you'll get 2 green lights. And then after that, if you get the ball right down the center there, you'll score 10 runs. That's really hard to do though, and also no matter if you have either 1 or 2 green lights, if you hit an out, it'll cancel that. It'll take all that away. That's close. Oh, there he goes. Got an out. Oh. So, there's gameplay. Lights up for the game over. So, go ahead and show you the back now. Before I do, let's go ahead and unhook this. You'll notice that it's basically 2 pieces. The top piece here, that's where the game is fully contained. The bottom piece is a base. Let's see if I can light this up any. No. Well, the bottom piece is a base, and Chicago Coin actually sold this in 2 different ways. They sold it complete, as you see here, with the base, and it's they're bolted together. Or they've also sold it with just the top piece alone, because it can actually be set on a counter, or better yet, it can be mounted to a wall, taking up no floor space at all. Let's get a little more light here. See if that helps any. There we go. It's all wood grain sides. Now the reason I'm making this video, even though there are a few others on YouTube, is because they didn't really show everything I wanted to see. They didn't give very much history on them. Now if you put a coin in and it was rejected, you'll notice on the right side here, well, you can kind of see that. Here's where the coin reject lever is. Sorry for the poor lighting conditions here. And then here's where the coin would come out. And lots of other noises from the arcade going on right now. Let me grab the key because I wasn't sly enough to have it handy when I needed it. Let me go ahead and show you the inside here. There we go. Now you'll notice there's only one plug, even though the base has a marquee front that lights up from the inside. That's because the power plug comes up from in there, goes straight up through, and there's a plug inside of the back of the main unit for it to plug into. If you ever acquire one of these, you do want to be careful. It is very top heavy. If you have the base, you want to put some weights in the bottom of it. I believe the manufacturer spec called for something like 50 pounds of weight or something like that, because otherwise it is quite top heavy, and especially if you open the door. You open the door, you leave it unattended, it's likely to fall over, get knocked over, and do a lot of damage, or even worse, you know, fall into a person, a little kid or something. So here's the inside. Notice lots of relays and switches, and the audio board. This here is fairly unique for electromechanical games. There's the main unit, and there's the fluorescent tube for the top marquee. Now, where was that bell at? I don't quite even remember. There it is. That's for when you score each run. Coin box. Nothing in there, no coins needed. And notice all the little they're not LEDs in this yet, they soon will be. All these lights are getting replaced with LEDs, but they're going to be specifically the retro style LEDs from the company CoinTaker. They produce basically no heat, last a lifetime, and they don't have the typical high-intensity bluish glow that a lot of common white LEDs have. So they'll be LEDs, but they won't look any different from this right here. So long life, low power consumption. I highly recommend them. And open up the back of the base here. You'll notice these are basically just household style bulbs. I did replace all of them with household style LEDs, so they make no heat at all. The previous bulbs, they got just hot as heck. If they were on and you went to go pull them out, they would just burn the skin off your hands. And there's some weights down there. And there you have it. Now, these are not very common items. This one here is off the market now. Let's see if we can get this closed back up. Maybe add another game. Oh, there it is. There's a tag. Important. Add weight. 50 pounds inside of base. Currently, we are looking for another one of these, as we have another customer that is wanting to acquire one. Unfortunately, these just don't grow on trees these days. So if you have one or know of one for sale, please contact me. It's Danzig96@live.com. Or you can contact me directly through our website at pinballinvestments.com. Alright, let's give it another whirl, see if we can score more than just 3 runs. Also, you'll notice here, here's the skill gauge, and the more you press the lever down, the higher up the gauge will run. Here's a little unique thing though. When they made this game, apparently somebody didn't know how to spell very well. Skill gauge. Yeah. Alright. And one other thing I did absolutely want to mention is I've seen some other videos where the guys would have a solid chrome steel ball in the game, kind of like a pinball, but they're slightly smaller. I think they're 11/16, if I remember right. I absolutely recommend getting those out of there. The game originally came with what they called a red marbleette. I'm not sure what they really meant by that, whether it was a red marble or maybe it was made out of plastic. I don't know. But you can get these size balls. They're made out of nylon or plastic. They're lightweight. They don't do the kind of damage that a chrome steel ball would do. You got the playfield there that's basically painted. That can get marred up. Also, you notice a little bit of the paint missing on each of these. That is actual paint on the inside of the glass. So if you had a chrome steel ball in there, that's just going to kind of wreak havoc on that. And you certainly don't want that. It's not an easy thing to fix. Not at all. You can add some clear Mylar to the inside of that, but getting that cut out and making it look right, just kind of a real pain in the butt. And also, if you was going to do that, you might want to touch up the paint first, but if touching up the paint is always a sticky situation, you might not get it just right. So basically the easiest thing to do is just to keep it clean and use a plastic ball. I mean, the thing actually looks far more like a baseball anyways than a chrome steel ball. That was an out. Another out. Three outs. Let me give it one last time. Well, that's it. Mini Baseball by Chicago Coin. Again, my name is Jake Danzig. Thank you very much for watching.